Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We made it to another Friday. We have more big revelatory statements about some of our favorite bank coins. Let's begin here. So this article is titled, and I love this title, Ripple CTO compares XRPL to Google. Says XRP should be the winner of the cross-currency payments game landscape, however you want to phrase that here. But let's get into this. But look at the psychology of it. See, David Schwartz knows something. He believes in XRP, of course, but he knows something. There has to be some sort of dominant partnerships that they have that they're sitting on. The same way in that other video, maybe it was titled like Major Exposing. Go watch that video if you haven't already. But it's the same way that we saw Stellar and MoneyGram, really it was the guy from MoneyGram, expose themselves about sitting on partnerships for over 2 years. They said it, folks, right in the video. Some eye-opening stuff has been happening lately, but it gives you an idea into the mind state and what's going on, what they're keeping closed up in there. To compare XRP and XRPL to Google is a powerful statement. What does that tell you? What does that tell you about the price? So before we read the article, let's put two things together. Number one, he's comparing, how did he phrase it here? I want to give you the accurate stuff. Ripple CTO compares XRPL to Google. So he's comparing the XRPL to Google. Then on top of that, think about what it takes, and I said this before, for him to question what's better to hold, Ripple shares or XRP. What does that say about where he thinks XRP's price can go? I mean, look, I know I'm super bullish on XRP. I don't know about you, but obviously David Schwartz is super bullish. Now, let's read this little article. It says Ripple Chief Technology Officer David Schwartz has likened XRP blockchain value proposition in the payment landscape to the utility of tech behemoth Google in the search engine business. Now, wait a minute. This is eye-opening, folks. I don't care what anybody says. We haven't even been able to run the table in the United States just yet. We haven't even been unleashed in the United States yet. And yet, he's making these types of statements. What does that tell people about the future? To me, it means that rocket is fueling up. I'm getting fired up already. By the way, the markets were looking a little bit fun today. You see, a lot of things were going green. I don't know if it's going to stay that way, but I was having a little bit of fun. I'll tell you that much. And someone made a comment the other day about SHX token, the stronghold token and things like that, micro caps. I'm about to make a members only video about some of these micro caps and things like that that I think are interesting, or that I'm keeping my eye on, right? But I think a lot of people are thinking that way. Like, yeah, there's a lot of things that were low. I don't know if they're going to remain low. And they could possibly skyrocket. So I understand that mentality, not financial advice, but I understand that mentality. But let's read this little tidbit here. It says, this remark came during an exclusive interview with CoinDesk. Ripple CTO elaborated on the evolving crypto ecosystem, emphasizing the niche where the XRP ledger aims to excel: cross-currency payments, big money payments, interbank payments, matter of fact, B2B, big money payments. Don't ever forget it. Specifically, the interviewer inquired about the growing trend toward a multi-chain crypto ecosystem. Speaking of finances, did you see in the members only section? This is for members. Did you see the post that I made yesterday? Did you see who's doing a certain thing to bring certain entities in? That's interesting. That's powerful. I'll leave it at that. But if you didn't see that post, head over to the members only section and just look at that post. Okay. That's going to be something, if they can actually pull that off, that's going to be huge in the future. Just my humble opinion. Specifically, the interviewer inquired about the growing trend. Okay, so let's scroll down here and see what he said. It says XRP winner for cross-currency payments. And I clicked on something I shouldn't have. I clicked on the scroll button. It went up by accident. In his response, the Ripple CTO asserted that he firmly believes that the XRP ledger, with its native asset XRP, is set to excel in cross-currency payment solutions and liquidity provisions. Look how sure he is. I love XRP. I don't care what anybody says. I don't. That's a recurring theme throughout this video. I walk my own path. I feel like XRP is going to take off. I believe in XLM as well. Algorand, Hedera, the bank coins are the best. This is why everybody's emulating them. There's a lot of these utility coins today that are trying to become bank coins weren't bank coins before. I called it. I told everybody that if you want to win in crypto in the future, you're going to have to get to that big money. And what are they doing now? You see Chainlink becoming a bank coin. You see Solana becoming a bank coin. I mean, come on now. Because they know things have to change, and they're doing a great job. They're doing a great job, and they better hurry up. I tell you what, because there's these other utility coins. I'm gonna tell you, listen. Utility coins like Flare, Casper, when they start to move, I'm just keeping my eye on them for now. Not Casper, right? Which some of the members brought that to me. I didn't discover Casper on my own. Like some member said, hey, look into Casper. But like Flare, Casper, I'm just keeping my peepers on them. They're very small right now. But when they start to move, they could be serious business. So now's the time to really mark your spot. So Chainlink and Solana going ballistic 2023 and 2024, as far as landing big partnerships and going after big companies. They better, and they're doing a good job. That's all I'll say about that. The future is insane right now. It says, according to him, just my humble opinion, according to him, XRPL's design and optimizations specifically cater to these use cases. Drawing a parallel, he suggested that a failure in the niche areas would be akin to Google failing in its primary search function. So what he's saying is unbelievable. My interpretation, you may have your own. I can respect that. I'm not here to change anybody's mind. All right. But what he's saying here is pretty much a done deal. XRPL is the best of the best. Everything's set up. For them to fail will be like Google failing at being a search engine. That's not going to happen, obviously. So he's saying it's not going to happen, that the XRPL is going to fail. But the only way he could say that is if it's already been lined up to serve its function when it's time to hit the ground running with these institutions. Tell me I'm wrong. I'll hear you out, but this is what it sounds like he's saying to me. All right. It says, quote, okay. Then they reiterate. Why do they do that? First, they told me what he says. Now they give me the quote. Hey, I'm not upset with it. Let's keep going. This is a great article, by the way. It says here, emphatically, the Ripple CTO's confidence. Didn't I say that before? I say he sounds so confident. Now look at them. They're telling you. The Ripple CTO's confidence in XRP stems from its tailored design for facilitating efficient cross-border transactions. Well, first of all, once again, why don't they mention the payment channels? That specific thing, you can go to, I think it's xrpl.org, read about payment channels at XRP, search it up, look it up, screenshot it. So people can't tell you otherwise. When it comes to whatever that is called payment channels, you can only use XRP. Now, the thing with payment channels is when you only use XRP, you get more features, you get cheaper fees, it's faster. Everything's better when you use payment channels. So what do you think the institutions are going to use? This is why I don't worry about like the on-demand liquidity and them using something else. Not at all, because everything else is trash compared to XRP on the XRPL. When you look at XRP being used to its best, the best of its abilities in payment channels, I think it's real simple. Like I said, you can look that up for yourself. All right. So we're going to stop right there. They have a lot more to this article, by the way, but we're going to stop right there. And we're going to move on to another article. We got a lot of good stuff today, folks. I hope you all had a great week. I hope you're doing well. Okay. So now this article here is titled David Schwartz. He's been doing a lot lately. You think there's a reason for that? It might be. Things are starting to heat up. David Schwartz explains how liquidity pools work using XRP price movements. Let's find out. I always learn something new, I feel, when I listen to David Schwartz, because he brings that extra clarity to things that you may have thought you knew before, but he brings a little bit extra to the table to inform you on things, make it a little bit more clear. It says here, David Schwartz, the Ripple CTO, recently explained how liquidity pools work, leveraging an illustration with XRP price movements amid the upcoming XRPL automated market makers. He says this: liquidity pools are a mechanism that boosts the availability of funds in a market by securing two assets within a smart contract. That part we know. So the upcoming XRPL automated market feature on the XRP ledger will allow users to both establish and participate in these pools. It says Panos Mekras, founder of Anodos Finance, recently ignited a discussion. Okay, so we heard a little bit about that part. Now let's get to the explanation. That's what I want to hear. Here we go. David Schwartz granted this request using a straightforward example to illustrate price volatility. He presented a scenario where the XRP price drops from 50 cents to 40 cents and then rises back to 50 cents. Let's scroll down. It says, in this scenario, Schwartz introduced a 0.5% pool spread. A pool spread represents the difference between the pool's price and the market price. Suppose XRP trades for 50 cents, and then someone puts 2 XRP worth $1 and the $1 into the pool. It says this would be a total of $2. The trader who puts this $2 would receive liquidity tokens reflecting their share of the pool, amounting to the $2 they invested. Schwartz then detailed the changes in the liquidity token's value as XRP's price fluctuates. It says, should XRP drop to 40 cents, the tokens would be valued at 89 cents or 0.896 cents and 2.234 XRP, totaling $1.79. Although this represents a loss, it's better than holding $2 as XRP. Notably, if the trader held $2 in XRP when XRP dropped to 40 cents, the tokens would be worth $1.60. Oh, I see what they're talking about here. Interesting. It says now, after the drop to 40 cents, when XRP returns to 50 cents, the value of the liquidity tokens would rise from $1.79 to $2.000.07. I'm sorry if I didn't say that so eloquently. Go check out this article for yourself. All right. If you want to see the specific numbers, it says split between 99 cents and the 2.0033 XRP. This final value results in a gain of 3.5 basis points or 0.035%. Despite XRP returning to its initial price of 50 cents. So you get a little extra on top is what they're saying. Right. So there's always that little extra in there to try to make it better. Right. So you don't lose too much. And then if it goes back to regular price, you get a little extra on top. That's interesting. OK. It says a more volatile XRP market. Schwartz underscored that liquidity pools capture market volatility. According to him, if the price movement of XRP is more volatile with more ups and downs, the liquidity pool will perform better. That's very eye-opening, actually. Makes a lot of sense why certain things have taken place and not been remedied like many have thought they might have been as far as volatility. And then it's funny, like I said, keep in mind when we saw whatever that video was. Oh, it was the video with Brad Garlinghouse and the head of finance in Hong Kong at the World Economic Forum Davos. And that, remember when he said the financial regulator said they didn't care about volatility? Things that make you go, You remember all the commercials used to have that song? Anybody remember that? Am I the only one? They used to always have these commercials and it was have this song. I don't even know where the song came from. Was that like a real song or just a commercial song? I don't know, but it would go, things that make you go, Things that make you go, I don't know. It was and it was a phrase that was used a lot in the early 90s. You know, man, I love the early 90s, man. I tell you what. Yeah. Anyway, where did we leave off? He cited more volatile example. How much time does David Schwartz have on his hands? Because he goes in. I mean, he explains a lot. He does a lot of work every single day. He's well situated. He's not like us business people where you got to run around. You're doing a whole lot. You're still building a business and things of that nature. You barely have any time. You barely have any time to sit down during the day. Anyway, he's a funny guy. He makes me laugh a little bit, but he's very valuable to the XRP community. But he's going in again. That's why I said that. He said he has more. he cited a more volatile example where instead of dropping in a straight line of 40 cents, XRP drops by 2 cents to why did it say that? XRP drops by 2 cents to 30 cents. I think they had a typo here. It says, and then rises by 1 cent to 40 cents. Yeah, there was a typo there. Okay. From this 40 cents, the asset increases by, okay, there's a lot of, am I missing something? Am I snapping off? Someone go read this part here, a more volatile XRP, and tell me if I'm snapping, because there's either a lot of typos or I'm not grasping something. That's definitely possible, but I don't think so. All right, we're going to move on to another article here. All right, we have more news. We got to get to this other news. All right. So now, this is a little fun article here, in my humble opinion. This article is titled, "Here's How Much XRP Could Rise with Just 1% of Crypto's $1.56 trillion market cap." Oh, well, let's say in crypto. Crypto's one. Okay. Well, let's scroll down here and find out what's going on here. And it's just like, it's saying 1%. Come on now. Come on. That's not that much in my humble opinion. But let's check out what they have to say. And keep in mind, aren't people burning? Like, first of all, XRP is being burned with, as the transactions go up, more and more XRP is burned. So, I mean, I would take that into account, especially if we hit the ground running, flip the switch at any point, massive amounts of XRP will be getting burned. That could affect the price. Then aren't people burning? We read an article about people burning their XRP for, like, what was that? Zahao token. Like, the only way you can get those is to burn XRP. So then there's that as well. I don't know how much of that has gone on or will be going on, but that might be something to factor into account, as to take into account as well. Right. So I'm just looking at a lot of variables before we even get into this. Right. But let's read this little tidbit here. It says, XRP exchanges hands between crypto participants at a meager 51 cents per coin. I think right now it's like 53 or something like that. Let's go to CoinMarketCap. How much is XRP? Let's see if it'll actually pop up here. Yeah, so XRP right now is 53 cents right now. All right, Solana is $92. BNB is $302. Might as well tell you all the prices. Why not? Ethereum is $2,268, and Bitcoin is at $41,924. It's down 0.17% on the day, but it's still up. Over the 24 hours, it's up 4.96%. I'll take it. All right. Anything's better than the day before is much better. All right. So now let's go back to this article. So it says here, with this market value, XRP ranks as the 6th most valuable cryptocurrency, boasting a market share of $27.93 billion of the global crypto market of $1.56 trillion. To put it in perspective, XRP's valuation implies it commands a merely 1.790% share of the overall crypto market. Wait, so then why did they title it that way? It said the title was XRP, capturing an extra 1%. Come on, Alphaneem, you missed that. I did miss that. An extra 1%. I was just seeing the 1%. You know, we all make mistakes. All right, let's scroll down here. It says here, XRP, if it captures an extra 1%, notably a 1% share of 1.56 trillion, amounts to 15.6 billion, effectively with XRP's valuation at 27.93 billion. The 1% gain will elevate XRP's market share to a pricey $43.53 billion. This figure is akin to the market valuation of BNB, which trades at $297. So this is going to be a very reasonable price estimation, price prediction, if it did do that, because it's just almost just doubling, just a little bit below doubling is what I'm going to think it is, right? So let's keep going. It says, however, given XRP's considerably larger circulating supply, it is improbable for the asset to trade realistically at a comparable value per unit. Instead, XRP's value would be 80 cents. All right. So that's what I thought, like just a little bit below. Little bit below doubling. It says, considering a circulating supply of 54 billion, I'm just going to round it off there. All right, around that much. Interestingly, a surge from the current market value of 51 cents to 80 cents would reward XRP holders with a 55.52% return on investment. Yeah, that's nice. That would be a fun time. That would be fun. You know, that'd be cute. But I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that at all. I'm here for XRP. Just how I feel. I'm here for it to skyrocket. I'm talking about past the moon. The moon. What the heck is a moon? I want to be looking in the rearview mirror and not even know what the hell a moon is. We're going intergalactic. That's what I'm here for. I only speak for myself. All right. All right. So now let's go here, and going to that level is different for everybody. Depends on where they bought XRP. Some people bought XRP super low, just been holding it. Some people bought XRP at a high. They just waiting to go back past that to, and some people have 5 XRP, 500. Some people have 50,000. It depends. I don't know what people have. You know what I mean? So all of this stuff means something different to every person, right? Nobody knows where the heck XRP is going to go. I assume that most people who are enthusiasts are just hoping that it does very, very well. And I'm the same way, right? But I would like it. I would like it to skyrocket, right? Make that clear. All right. All right. And the setup is beautiful right now. So now we got a little bit of Stellar news. So let's find out what's going on here. So this is from stellar.org, and it is titled Fee Bump Bug Disclosure and the Impact on Protocol 20 Upgrade. Come on now. Did we find something? Because tell me we found something and remedied it before we unleashed the beast. Because that would be really good. Let's read this little tidbit here. It says, yesterday, as a part of the continued ecosystem-wide effort to test Soroban, a bug was discovered in Stellar Core v20.1.0 that could impact applications and services that use fee bumps for Soroban transactions if or when the mainnet upgrades to Protocol 20. Good job, Stellar. Find anything that could be a bump in the road now. Let's iron that out now so that when we have this rolled out, we're ready to unleash this smart contract beast. Everything's smooth. We want to keep Franklin Templeton happy. We want to keep Wisdom Tree happy. No doubt about it, United Nations will be using smart contracts. They want to control all of that capital a little bit more than they're doing right now, right? As far as the Stellar aid disbursement platform and anything else, any other way that they may use Stellar, because I'm sure they're going to be advancing their usage just like everybody else has said that they want to do. So we want to keep them happy. I'm sure you have a lot of other entities waiting in the wings to use Stellar. We want them to be impressed and happy. So this is good. I'm happy with this. Let's keep going. At this point, we, the ecosystem, and specifically the validators who run nodes that support the network and participate in governance decisions have a choice. I'm not liking the sound of this. Continue with the Protocol 20 upgrade vote on January the 30th as planned, or delay the vote to wait for a new Stellar Core release that fixes the bug. Oh, no. Oh, you mean we may have to push it back? I thought maybe you might have enough time to, maybe I'm being unreasonable. I'm probably being unreasonable to think that they could fix it quickly before, this rolls out. But then again, this may be very, very complicated. I have to think more reasonably, right? But I would hate to push it back. I mean, you got to understand, I was so fired up. I don't know what they're going to do. We have to wait to see what happens, right? So they haven't made a decision yet, but they will, and they will let us know what's going to be happening. But I've been so fired up about unleashing this beast. I want them to release right now. You ever felt like that? But like I said, I'm reasonable as well. If they have to do it, if that's what's best to make that everything roll out smooth so we can bring that big money in, so we can run wild with smart contracts, just like Solana does, Ethereum does, Algorand does, and really dominate. When they already love us, they can love us some more, which means more capital can flow into us. If that's what's necessary to push it back, I get that. I understand that. Okay. I get it, man. But that hits hard. I'm gonna tell you right now, that hits hard. But good thing they discovered it. Good thing they discovered it. So keep doing good, Stellar. It says, because this is a bug with limited impact. Okay, now you're starting to sound a little bit better now. All right, this is limited. I don't know. Can we move forward if it's limited? I don't know. It says, because this is a bug with limited impact that can be mitigated through network settings and adherence to best practices. You played me, Stellar. Wait, who made it to this point in the video? You played with my emotions, Stellar. Don't do that. I like you, kid. I like it, bud. I like it, kid. Don't play around with my emotions. Oh, come on now. So we can still launch. I'm happy again. That fast, yeah. It says adherence to best practices. We, the Stellar Development Foundation, in our capacity as a validator, have decided we are comfortable continuing with Protocol 20 upgrade vote on January 30th. My apologies. As planned. Yes. I just wish you would have started out with that earlier. Start out with that revelation earlier. So I wasn't on this emotional roller coaster. Oh, Mick, unless your emotions get involved, that takes some of the fun out of it. I deliberately have to feel something from time to time. Can't be numb all the time. It won't be fun. All right. So now it's like being on a nice little roller coaster. You know, you could be all numb and just going around all the corners feeling nothing, or you could be like, wee, and you control your own fun. It says, after thinking through the possibilities, we believe the bug poses a low risk through phases 0 and 1 of the Soroban rollout, because the strict limits on the Soroban transactions will cap loss and prevent exploits at scale. Okay, all right, so it sounds good. It sounds like we can still move forward with this. I'm happy if you do, but whatever is necessary to make sure everything rolls out smooth, I'm okay with that, but listen, everybody out there, you let me know how you feel about this. Do you feel like they should move forward, right? And everything will be okay? Or do you feel like they should push the vote back, which pushes back the unleashing of Soroban, push it back and wait a little longer until they fix it completely? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section if you feel up to it. Okay. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with this. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.